Good morning, everybody, or good evening, depending on where you're sitting in the world. Welcome to the Maxon Virtual NAB show. Hope everybody's staying healthy and staying safe. NAB is normally our happiest time of year for Maxon. We love going to Vegas and hanging out with our Maxon community and all the great artists that join us there. Unfortunately, as we all know, that isn't possible this year, but we still want to come out and talk about what we've been working on and hang out with our community, even if it's only virtually. We're really hoping that everybody's staying happy and healthy and confined to their houses, but still being productive with the work. And we're going to continue to do everything possible to make sure that Maxon supports you, our community, through these times. At NAB last year, we announced that Redshift had joined the Maxon family. And we're continuing with the exciting year and growth of Maxon as a company by announcing in January this year that we completed a merger with Red Giant. So now we have some of the smartest and most capable people I've ever had the chance to work with, working together with one vision of the future. With Redshift, Red Giant, and the Maxon team all working together, we have not only incredible technology, but we have extremely creative people all working together to have one vision for what Maxon will do in the future. You're going to start seeing us making our technologies come together, and we'll be talking about the first example of that with Trapcode in a few minutes. But before we talk about all the great new releases that we have coming out today, we'll take a little bit of time to recap what we've been up to the last couple months. In December, Redshift brought out a new version that integrated the Cinema 4D noises natively in Redshift and also added support for Cinema 4D material nodes. But that's just the beginning. In February, Red Giant released an update to Universe, which is a collection of GPU-accelerated plugins for editors and motion graphics artists. Universe 3.2 included 5 brand new tools for creating intricate animations, transitions, and stylizing imagery. The release also included an update to Finisher and a great collection of presets. Also in February, we released an updated version of our Cineware plugin for Illustrator, which enables designers to add and edit Cinema 4D models directly within the Adobe Illustrator 2020. Late in February, the Red Giant production team released an amazing short film by Seth Worley. It's a supernatural horror film that features not only Red Giant products, but some great VFX and character work using Cinema 4D. It's a fun movie. I hope everybody checks it out. In March, we released an updated version of Cineversity's facial capture app, CVR. We're happy to call it Moves by Maxon, and it capitalizes on the emerging technologies of Apple's AR toolkit, which enables users to capture facial motion and whole body capture. And also last month, we released a new plugin for Unity. Cineware by Maxon offers integration of Cinema 4D assets into Unity. This follows on our already existing partnership with Epic when we had Cineware for Unreal last summer. Now on to new exciting news. Today, we're extremely excited to announce the immediate availability of Cinema 4D S22. You can go grab it right now on maxon.net if you're a subscriber. As I've said from the beginning, having a subscription allows us to bring out features faster to those customers on subscription. And so today you have access to new features and workflow improvements. If you still prefer a perpetual license, don't worry. As I promised, we're continuing to offer that. And later this year, we're going to have a second exciting release. And at that point, we'll make all these features available to perpetual users as well. When I joined Maxon, I spent a lot of time talking to customers. And all the customers I met said the exact same thing. They said that the most important thing to improve in Cinema 4D is the UV workflows. So we made it a priority to begin addressing the UV workflows in Cinema 4D. If you've struggled with UVs in the past, I think you're going to love the new UV workflows, including a new automatic unwrap option. For the automatic unwrapping of UVs, we partnered with Esko Sternberg of Kel Solar, and we licensed his Ministry of Flat Technology. You can now unwrap and generate UVs with one single clip and get started with your 3D painting process. This makes it extremely pleasant to work with UVs if it's not where you want to spend your time. If you want to do more manual unwrapping, we've added new unwrapping algorithms that allow you to progressively unwrap your 3D objects by pinning points, selecting edges to use as seams in either the 3D window or the UV window, and then clicking the new unwrap command. It's also important when you're working with UVs to have improved visualization. You can now see your UV seams in the 3D view while you're unwrapping, and this will make it easier to spot distorted or overlapped elements and visualize your UV map with the help of multicolor islands or UV checkerboard. But we've also improved our UV packing algorithms. So we have a new packing algorithm that makes it easy to arrange UV islands efficiently and take full advantage of the texture space. But it's not just UVs that we've improved in this release. We've also completely replaced the Cinema 4D viewport core. The new viewport engine provides a foundation that will allow us to make the best use of graphics technology in the coming years. This includes full support for Apple's Metal, and the new viewport gives you more accurate view of the 3D scene and shaders, offers much better multi-instance performance, and offers improved filtering. This will be the basis of all our viewport optimizations in the future. Working in 3D pipelines means that we have to work with lots of other apps and technologies in the pipeline. This has been a focus for Maxon and will continue to be. In this release, we now offer GLTF export integration directly built in that will allow you to export geometry, materials, cameras, PSR animation, pose morphs, and joint-based animations directly to GLTF. This will come in handy when you're working with your designers on web and augmented reality applications. We've also included a new GoZ bridge that provides a seamless exchange of models, UVs, and painted maps between Pixelogic ZBrush and Cinema 4D. The workflow is a breeze. You send a model to ZBrush, modify it, and send it back with just one click. This new bridge supports millions of polygons and even imports polypaint and polygroups. We've also extended our material node support for third-party renderers, and you can now support the nodal materials within FBX and Cineware, expanding the pipeline for advanced materials. You can export a baked nodal material into Cineware or FBX and create nodal materials when importing FBX. Additionally, we've made it possible for your favorite third-party render engines to export a simplified version of the materials for Cineware or FBX. But there are a lot of other features as well. We've included all the modeling tools have now been rewritten onto our new kernel. They offer usability enhancements, faster, and they're all more robust thanks to the new core. But most importantly, they're much better at preserving UV and vertex maps. And finally, especially in these times, we wanted to improve on our volume licenses options. So for our bigger customers, we are now offering organizational licensing. You can set up groups and you can control who in your group gets access to which licensing. And it's extremely easy to manage and control your licenses in your organization. Finally, for those really larger customers, we'll be offering the ability to work with us to directly integrate the MyMaxon licensing system into their LDAP workflows. There are a lot of other great speedups and workflow improvements in S22. And as I said earlier, it's immediately available for download, so get started. And later this year, we're going to bring out another major release, and we'll be bringing out many more exciting projects at that time. Of course, one of the most exciting things about coming to NAB this year was that we were going to be coming for the first time with the newest member to the Maxon family, and that, of course, is Red Giant. And we were looking forward to partying and hanging out together as one company, but again, we'll have to do that virtually. The good news is that they have some great new toys to bring out at NAB this year. The first one we'll talk about is the VFX Suite. This was released last June and is now getting a substantial upgrade with VFX Suite 1.5. This will be available in a few weeks. And this release includes an exciting new tool, lens distortion. This tool makes it incredibly easy to match the distortion of a camera lens in footage, so you can composite elements with that footage as well. Even if you don't know what kind of lens was used to create the footage, lens distortion will figure it out for you in an instant. There'll also be included enhancements in VFX Suite 1.5 for the SuperComp tool, for optical glow and kingpin tracker, and new distortion effects in shadow and reflection. All of these updates give VFX artists even more power and control, and they can quickly get the best, most realistic composite within After Effects. Again, this will be available to subscribers of Red Giant Complete in the coming weeks, and it'll be available as an upgrade to current owners of VFX Suite. Additionally, we'll be bringing out the first technology merger of the two companies with an upcoming version of Trapcode 15.2. This version of Trapcode will be available to subscribers again in a few weeks, and it'll support loading C4D files using Cineware. This will work in particular in foam. They'll be able to load C4D files to use as particle systems, and Mirror will be able to load C4D files as 3D objects. This will be available soon and will be a great addition for the subscribers of Red Giant Complete. Redshift joined our family last NAB, and it's been an amazing year working together. They've been spending the time working on version 3.0 of Redshift. It's got a ton of amazing performance improvements and additional features. And in the next week, they'll be releasing an update to the preview release that includes Optic 7 support. This will bring an additional 20% performance improvement on the NVIDIA cards. And also, we've been working with Apple closely together, as we announced last June, on bringing Redshift to Mac computers using Apple's Metal. We're extremely happy to announce today that we're feature complete, and all the features of Redshift are now working on Metal. It's taken us a little bit longer than we wanted to, but we are definitely making great progress. And here you can see a screenshot of Redshift rendering in Cinema 4D on the Mac. As soon as we get the performance where we need it to be, we'll be releasing that in a preview form in the coming months. All of this will come together in a final Redshift 3.0 release that'll be available later this summer. So finally, for those of you who have been waiting to get Cinema 4D into your pipeline, now's the time. From now until the end of the month, we're offering a Red Giant Complete subscription for 50% off the first year when you purchase a Cinema 4D annual subscription. If you're a perpetual license holder or have an active MSA and you want to upgrade now to get S22, you can also take advantage of this deal. For new users, buy your Cinema 4D subscription online, and within 24 hours, you'll receive an email with a link and a coupon to purchase your Red Giant Complete subscription. For perpetual license holders or MSA users, head over to maxon.net and fill out the customer service form, and a Maxon rep will personally assist you in that conversion. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in today, and again, apologize that we can't see you in person and share a beer. We'll be live on C4D Live for the next 3 days with our most talented artists. And for now, I'll be happy to take some questions from the online audience.